funniest comics in all of Jersey City. He has been doing this for a very long time, and he is my friend. Give it up for Alex Grubard!
Hello! How are you guys? Happy New Year! Here, I'm just going to check everybody's tickets again. Now you guys are the Patels? No, I'm kidding. What? The Patels never fucking showed up! I saved these seats for the Patels! They're gone! They're over in India Square. Nobody knows what they're doing. They're eating Korean food for some reason. Nobody has any idea. They're at Rasoy. They're hanging out. How are you guys? What's up? I will be your female comic for the evening. Alright, don't worry. Yeah, that's how it goes around here. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy there's multiple people here. That's great. Honestly, I know the Patels aren't here, but you guys are all here. I've actually done stand-up comedy for one person before. Yeah, I've done it twice. Second time was the worst, because it was the same guy. What a show! But we do a show here every first and third Thursday of the month. Can you do me a favor, do one more big round of applause for Naz, your bartender. We fucking love Naz. I love Naz so much. Even when I'm not at the show, I'm asking people on the street, can you give it up for Naz? You guys, I know he's not even here right now, but if you would give him some applause, it'd help me out. I love it. He's the man. Yeah, I love it. It's cool, man. I don't know. We love this place. We love Pet Shop. This is one of our favorite places in Jersey City. It's one of my favorite places to do stand-up comedy. We do comedy everywhere, though. The weirdest place I've ever done stand-up comedy is at a hookah lounge. Yeah, they should never do stand-up comedy at a hookah lounge, because everyone at a hookah lounge is participating in an activity that physically prevents them from laughing. I played a lot of hookah lounges, and the best reaction I've ever got was a text message that said, "Funny?" question mark. And then there were 3 emojis of the sun wearing sunglasses. Why would the sun need to wear sunglasses? It's the sun. Delete number, I don't know. But yeah, I live around here. It's a cool place, Jersey City. I love it. You guys live in town? Good people? Yeah, I feel the same way about it. It sucks. No, I like it. I do. I don't know. I've been living here 6 years. Still have not figured out where to park. Here's what I do. I park in Manhattan and I take the path. All right? Don't steal my move, all right? I've learned a lot about this town. They call it Chill Town because it's so expensive. Pretty chill. They call it America's Golden Door after the poem about the Statue of Liberty. And all my friends from Brooklyn call Jersey City, it's actually nice here. So many nicknames. Some people call us the Sixth Borough, but we fucking hate that. we hate it more than we hate people from Hoboken, and we hate them. We despise them with a passion. I don't know why. I kind of like 6 borough. I think 6 is pretty high. Top 10. That's pretty good. That's not bad. We made it. And everyone knows the ranking of New York boroughs, right? Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, Philly, Jersey City, Miami, Los Angeles, Long Island, and then Staten Island. They're at the bottom. But yeah, it's cool. All my friends do live in Brooklyn, and they're all still obsessed with, you know, wars. I don't know, you know, Brooklyn people are. I was in Brooklyn over the weekend. My friend Catherine was like, "Oh man, we're still at war with Ukraine." I'm like, fucking, I forgot. She's like, "Can you believe it though? They drafted everybody. Everybody got drafted in Ukraine. Can you imagine if they did that here? If New York City was invaded and you had to stay in New York and to defend New York City?" I was like, I live in New Jersey. You're on your own, Catherine. It's Catherine against Putin. Don't worry. I think you got it. Don't worry. He's a supervillain, that guy, Putin. I don't know. Do you think supervillains laugh like that all the time? Think Putin's doing it? I think there's got to be a supervillain out there that's like, "I'm going to block out the sun." That's what I think. I don't know. I like living here. It's cool. I got new roommates though. It's all right. I don't know. I've had a lot of roommates in my life. I've had now 31 cumulative roommates. 31 different people. Somehow, every single one of them named Craig. I don't know how I figured it out. Craigslist, that's what happens. I don't know. I've had roommates and that are terrible. One time I had a roommate and I smelled something burning on the stove in the kitchen, and I ran into the kitchen to turn off the stove, and all that was on the stove was a pot still in the burner full of ash. And my roommate at the same time ran down and he goes, "My carrots!" What had happened was, he had boiled carrots to the point that they were ash. And I'm like, we're paying $300 a month. You can do whatever you want. Fucking fine. I used to live in Brooklyn way back in the day. Had anyone here ever lived in New York City before? A few people, and you made it all the way out here? Good for you. Yeah. Everyone says the same thing about New York apartments. They say that they're small, or that they're expensive, or they're far from things. Those are all true, but that's not the problem. The problem is they're weird. They don't make any sense. I've lived in apartments in New York that are just pipes everywhere. You leave to go to the store, come back, there are more pipes! Who brought these pipes? It looks like a Microsoft screensaver from the 90s. I don't understand it. I fucking hate it. I lived in this apartment. We're doing deep cuts tonight, Nas. Fucking hey. You guys talking about deep cuts. I'm about to give it up for Nas again. What's going on? I lived in this apartment in New York for a while, and our drain in the shower was not draining very well. And in like 2 minutes, it would come up to your thigh. It would be very fast. It would not drain, and it would fill the tub. And it was just not clean, pristine Bermuda water either. It was disgusting and gray. So we called the super, and he's like, "Oh my God, that sounds terrible. I'll be right there." He showed up 3 weeks later. And he comes to stake the drain, and I'm very thankful. And he goes to stake the drain, and I'm in my room, and then he knocks on my door, and he's like, "Come into the bathroom with me." I'm like, "This sounds disgusting, but I'll keep the cheap rent." All right, let me go in. So I go in the bathroom, and it looks like he has taken his toupee off and thrown it into the tub and gotten it wet. And I'm like, "What am I looking at? What is that?" And he goes, "It's a rat." It was a rat. There was a rat in our drain. We were showering in rat water for 3 weeks. Rat water! And I was like, "Thank you so much." And I went back to my bedroom and I jacked off or whatever. And I think he had to use a real snake. And I go back into the bathroom to take a leak, and the rat was still there. I had to throw the rat away. It was on me. And I still look back on that apartment fondly. Years later, I knew the people that still lived in that apartment. And I saw one of them, and I was like, "Oh my God, I loved that apartment. I missed that apartment." And my friend goes, "I hate our apartment. There are rats everywhere." And I was like, "When I lived there were only one, all right? We caught that fucking guy. Don't worry about it." All right, you guys want me to tell it again? That was the rat story. It's been a rough year for me, I'll be honest with you guys. I don't know, my story, I was born in New York City, and then I grew up in Massachusetts. I went to college in Philadelphia, met a woman, moved to New Jersey, and look at me now. Homeless. Yeah, it's tough, I don't know. I'm single right now, which is weird, because I'm a catch. It's tough being this catchable, I know, it sucks. And yeah, and big news, big thing, the bomb to drop, we were engaged, that's how it went down. We're doing a long engagement, we're thinking deathbed. That's how things are going, I don't know. For a while it was like, let's do a small wedding, just her. She doesn't need me there, I don't know. It's tough, I don't know, my fiance, we just didn't get along in the right way, you know what I mean? Like, she was, you know, from Philly, and she always had that Philly accent, you know? She says wooder instead of water, that's pretty common. She said bagel instead of bagel, and as a New York Jew, it just fucking killed me. But in a hot way, I liked it. Say it again. It's good. And she's from Philly. Instead of saying goodbye, she would say, "Get home safe," because it's so dangerous there. I lived in Philly for years. Not once was someone like, "Have a great night, see you tomorrow, if you survive." That's Philadelphia for you. Yeah. So I'm dating right now, and I'm dating a new girl already. She doesn't know it yet. But I'm already in love. I'm straight up lying to girls though. It fucking sucks. I told a girl the other day, I'm like, oh, me? I invented fish. Yeah, all that fish you eat, that's old Grubard, all right? Yeah. It was a really good quarter this year. It was a great launch, yeah. It's tough. I don't know. I haven't dated in a long time. My ex-girlfriend way back in the day, we broke up. We had to have the age-old argument over who was going to sleep in the wet spot. And I was like, hey, come on. They're your tears. I like your bit. Ooh, that's you. All right. Yeah. I don't know. Dating stuff. What can you do? I don't know, I'm like, this is a dirty crowd, I can tell. Save a few for you guys, I don't know. So yeah, what have I been doing lately? I've been doing drugs. You're so fun. I've been doing more magic mushrooms lately, you know? They make you feel so good and stuff. They need to legalize mushrooms immediately.
Hell yeah.
Right? Hell yeah, indeed. Give it up for Nas, right? Hell yeah, indeed. They need to legalize them. They're therapeutic. They're therapeutic. People ask me, Alex, how's therapy? I'm like, it's going so well. My doctor's a dragon. You need his number? He's the best. When I was a kid, I used to hear that magic mushrooms came from cow shit. And I was like, cows are doing magic mushrooms? That's the best. I just imagined a cow being like, you ever think about your hooves? Cow mushrooms. Do you guys get me? Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I was on magic mushrooms a little while ago. If you've never done them, they just make you feel so full of life and love. I was on mushrooms a little while ago. I was feeling so full of love. I texted both of my older sisters in a group text. I love you both so much. And my oldest sister texted back, aw. And the middle child texted back, are you on drugs? Yeah, I love you. Thank you so much. I got a big family. My parents are celebrating 35 years, which is incredible. I know, 35 years. 35 years apart. But they're celebrating, you know? You know what it takes to have a divorce that long? Lack of communication. They don't speak. I don't think they've spoken to each other since my bar mitzvah. That was the last time. I remember, they were like, Alex, you're a man now. You're the middleman. You're a messenger, all right? Here, pass this along. You have chicken pox. Now go away, all right? Yeah. So I spent most of my childhood traveling back and forth between New York City, where my dad lived, and Massachusetts, where my mom knew my dad would never move to. Yeah. She was wicked smart, yeah. That's how it goes. And I don't know, my dad's been married 3 times, and he's on Match.com. He's 69, he thinks it's a good pickup line. I don't know if it's a good idea. If my dad tells me he's engaged, I'm cutting his ring finger off, all right? Enough is enough, you're done. That's how it is. I love my dad though. I smoke pot with my dad. Does anyone else do that?
One time.
You know my dad. He rolls a good J, yeah. My dad's, he's been rolling joints my entire life, but now, you know, he's got a medical marijuana card. My dad's a real New Yorker. He lives in Connecticut. And he goes to the dispensaries now, and he buys all the newfangled weed stuff, but he doesn't know how to use it. Like, my dad got these THC Listerine strips that you peel like postage stamps, and he kept complaining that they don't work for like 2 weeks. Then I went to visit him, he gave me one, he took one, and immediately I was like, Dad, you've been dosing paper, and you've been throwing away the weed! This is a Connecticut move, you're from Connecticut now, all right? And I'm about to eat all your trash. All right, I'm trying to get high, that's what I'm doing. I'll be honest with you guys, I took an edible in 2009, and I have not come down yet. Like, I've seen you do stand-up comedy. You are obviously on coke. All right. Listen, I'm not really a coke guy. I just own a lot of keys. I I'm not a cocaine guy. I snorted a line of coke once when I was 18 to see if it would make me look cool. I didn't get into it. But also, I'm the sort of person that once when I was 8, I snorted a line of pepper to see if it would make me sneeze, like in the cartoons. I got really into that. That is kind of my thing, all right? I love this stuff. The paprika, ooh, so good. So good. I do sneeze a lot. I don't know. It's cold out these days. The segue. Call it segue. The Patels would have understand. They would have. I don't know. Somebody sneezed in front of me the other day. I said Gesundheit. They informed me that Gesundheit is German for good health. And I thought to myself, I'm Jewish. I should probably stop saying German phrases. So from now on, whenever someone sneezes in front of me, I go, the Holocaust. I'm polite. I'm a polite young man. I am Jewish. Man, I wish being Jewish was cool. It's not cool. I wish being Jewish was like being black. But it's not. I wish teenagers walked around doing Yiddish slang. Yo, booby. Bubba, what's up? What's Maxa? It's not like that. I wish being Jewish came in handy, you know? I was driving here the other day, coming back from the holidays, and my car broke down on the highway. And I looked it up, and it said that my oil in the engine was burning too fast. And I was like, can I throw a menorah in there? I think I remember the Hanukkah prayer. I can get this to last another 8 days. I can do it. All right, yeah.
We didn't get it.
I get you. I've just been wanting to call you Hank from Breaking Bad for like an hour and a half. So I'm gonna do it real quick. This is like Hank if he like lived. All right. Anyway. You guys are silly. How many people smoke cigarettes?
Yeah.
No!
The answer is 45 million in America. All right. Some of these are just trick questions, you know. I don't know. It was a weird year. Like we brought it up earlier. We had an election. It was fucking crazy. I don't know. I'm one of these libtards. I'll be honest with you guys. I totally am. I still think Trump is going to jail. I do. I think it. That's what I think. I just picture him in a jail cell, waiting to be Epsteined by the guy that Epsteined Epstein. Too bad that was Trump. When is Webster's Dictionary going to make to Epstein someone a verb? We all know what it means. It means to murder someone and convince the world it was a suicide. Use it in a sentence? I'm pretty sure that Kurt Cobain was Epsteined by Courtney Love. It's something I believe. You guys don't get me. Okay, whatever. I don't know. RFK Jr. was running for president, but he dropped out. Not the same way his father did. He did it in a different way. He was like, don't shoot me. I've already had a slug in my brain.
Now we got it.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Did you guys see that Texas banned Pornhub this year? Yeah, now they have to jack off to their real siblings. Told you to save some dirty ones. I don't know. We can do another dirty joke. A quick one, right? You guys are feeling it? You seem really awkward. But okay, whatever. Doing it anyway. Don't worry. Whatever. I don't know. I remember the first time I ever had sex, actually. I was having sex with this girl, and she got a nosebleed. And I was like, that has got to be the first symptom of getting your brains fucked out.
You were her.
Oh, I'll fucking make my nose bleed right fucking now. I'm about to fight your wife, if you know what I mean. Alright? How about that? Hank. Hank's wife was hot, I tell you. Hank's wife on Breaking Bad was fucking a banger. You guys are fun. I don't know. Let me ask, I don't know. Did anyone have a birthday within the past year? No? You guys are off the grid? Good for you. I actually have the same birthday as my mom. Different year. It is cool. It is cool. Yeah, my mom, growing up, my mom would always be like, "Oh, Alex, you were the best birthday present I ever got." Which is really sweet.
That's sweet.
So now I never get her anything. I'm terrible with gifts. Like my ex-fiance, we did throw an engagement party, and her dad is this ex-Philly cop. Like, he scared the shit out of me, and he gave us an engagement gift. You ever get a gift from somebody, and the way it's wrapped, it's obviously a book, and then you open it, and it's a gun? Who do you think I'm shooting, sir? I don't know. Cops these days, they're all wearing body cams. Everybody wants to be an influencer. That's just how it goes. You guys are sweet. I don't know. Thank you guys for spending this with us. I don't know. I know we asked it earlier. Who's going out after? Who's staying up? But who's not staying up till midnight?
Yeah.
What? Oh man, the Puerto Rican? That believes that. Nobody believes that. Yeah. Fucking, you're on a different time zone. I get it. I feel you. I personally, I'm kind of a night owl, meaning I eat a lot of small birds. And I can never get to sleep. I suffer from insomnia, and they say if you suffer from insomnia, you should develop a nightly routine, and that's how you'll beat your insomnia. Do the same thing every night. And I did develop a nightly routine, and it works like a charm. Every night when I want to get to sleep, first things first, I chug a pint of beer. I know it's unorthodox, but I've already had 15 that evening, so keep your fucking opinion to yourself. Then I smoke PCP, but don't worry. I call it getting wet, so it's fine. Then I take a shower with all of my clothes on. Oddly enough, I call that smoking PCP. I watch 8 episodes of Seinfeld, 6 episodes of The Simpsons, 4 episodes of South Park, 1 episode of Gilmore Girls. I go upstairs to the roof. I call every single one of my ex-girlfriends. Except Jen. I go downstairs, I drink 4 more beers, I go back to the roof, I call Jen. I go back downstairs. I have a glass of warm milk because it's an old wives' tale and I love old wives. And I have a glass of cold milk, it's my thing. Then I have a cup of coffee with lukewarm half and half and a slice of lemon. It curdles the milk, it's disgusting. But remember, I'm trying to get to sleep. I drop some acid. I go out into the backyard, I hallucinate several dozen sheep jumping over a fence that I ritually sacrifice. Now I'm able to say my prayers. I go back up to the roof, I stare at the moon until it becomes my god, which is what I call watching the sunrise. I'm Jewish, it's what we do. I go back downstairs into the basement, and I don't even want to tell you what I do in the basement because it's illegal. I'm gonna murder Hank. I'm only on Pornhub, so no one in Texas will know. I go back upstairs, I order Chinese food. There's a knock at the door. It's a bunch of Jehovah's Witnesses. I'm like, do you have any idea what time it is? I'm trying to get to sleep. They ask, have you ever thought about investing financially in the Word of God? I'm like, listen, you know what you call a Jew that doesn't have any money? Atheist. I slam the door. I'm furious. I go back up to the roof to cool off. This time there's an old man already up there. He's got bright red skin like he's been in the sun too long. Horns coming out of his head. A trident. Flames are shooting off of him. It's Judgment Day, the end of times, but I live in Journal Square, so no one can tell. I get up on the ledge to get one last look at the city skyline, but instead I look down. You know, I've thought about suicide sometimes because I'm white. And I think to myself, I'll never sleep again. And Satan yells out, you can sleep when you're dead. So I jump, and then I'm falling, and then I'm falling, and then I wake up, and I'm screaming at people at Pet Shop. That's every night for me. Thank you. Love you guys to death so much. Happy New Year, guys. I'm Alex Grubard. Enjoy the rest of
You guys have a go-go. Have a great night. They're going to do this again in 2 days. This is every first and Thursday of the month. Right here, we have another comedy show. If you have anything you want to say, us, we'll be hanging out a little bit. Have a good night, guys. Happy New Year.